5 seconds.
Alright guys, welcome back to another draft analysis. I'm Ace, and right now we're into the series of Team Liquid versus Newbee. Alright, so in game 1, I mentioned the anti-mage would just take over, and yeah, he did. He was 21, 1 and 4 or something like that. He was just dominant. There was no answer that Newbee had on him. They had not much lockdown. They only had Spirit Breaker as well as Winter's Curse, I think. And yeah, it was pretty much a free aim game. They didn't pressure him in lane. They tried to, but the Liquid lane very well, and they just keep dodging the unfavorable matchup, and they came out on top of the laning phase. And once that happened, it was going to be very difficult for Newbee. They tried to fight, and there was one where they dive a bit too much and they got traded 4 for 0 or something like that. I think at that point it was pretty much over for Newbee, in my opinion. Yep, so that's all for game 1. Pretty straightforward game, just an anti-mage game, and yeah, let's see how game 2 unfolds. Okay, so in game 2, Liquid have first pick this time around. They stuck to their bans. They banned Queen of Pain, Earth Spirit and Puck. Okay, so they did change up the Earth Spirit and Puck, the sequence, but I think it's pretty much the same. They don't want to play these heroes, but they are hoping that Newbee might ban it for them, but no, Newbee just stuck to the same ban.
5 seconds.
Earth Spirit and Beastmaster. Sorry, not Earth Spirit, Night Stalker and Beastmaster, and this time around they decided to ban the Bane instead, seeing how much impact Liquid had on it in the position 5 role for Kuroki. And this was a very surprising first pick by Team Liquid. Maybe they have tried some new proactive strategy in the 7.07 patch, and they're trying to bring it out in game 2. Since they're one game ahead, why not use this time to try something out, right? So yeah, first pick Vengeful Spirit. No idea if it's going to be a core, or no idea it's going to be a support yet. Yeah, it's probably a very flexible pick. They have something planned in mind, a specific strategy, specific game plan. Let's see what they are up to. I'm very interested to see. Newbee instead, they go back for the Spirit Breaker. Okay, so Spirit Breaker is, we have been seeing a lot of this hero. It just allows team to fight a lot more. It's very good at starting fights. It can be at multiple places within a very short period of time. It has a BKB piercing stun, 2 BKB piercing stun actually, and yeah, it's just very tanky position 4/5 hero right now. Newbee really like this hero. They always pick Spirit Breaker plus Winter Wyvern, but I think this time around they decided not to go for the Winter Wyvern, but instead they could pick it up. Newbee went for the Prophet for KP, which they have done a few times.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
They actually played this split push lineup against SG Sports in one of the game. I think game 1 against SG Sports. They lost in the end, but I think they played really well that game. They definitely have the potential to split push. Winter Wyvern is very strong at clearing quick wave, so that's one way to deal with Nature's Prophet. It's also a very good hero against Spirit Breaker. When Spirit Breaker charge onto one of your teammates, you can just co-embrace him and negate all the physical damage from your opponent.
10 seconds remaining.
So yeah, Liquid now already has 2 very stable pick. Vengeful can be a core or support. Winter Wyvern has a save. Even VS also has a save. He can always never swap a target that is being jumped on. Let's say the Wyvern is being jumped on and he is unable to save himself. VS can always save him, so it's always good to have like multiple saves in your team. And right now Liquid has that. Newbee on the other hand, the second phase, they ban away the Seven as well as Anti-Mage. Seven is just a very strong carry against Nature's Prophet, and Anti-Mage is... they don't want to face the same thing they did in game 1, they just want to remove it from Miracle. Liquid on the other hand, they ban Bloodseeker as well as DP. DP is a must ban against the Chinese team in the second phase. I think 90% of the games I watch, it's being banned. And Bloodseeker? Mugi plays it pretty well, and it's probably a carry that's going to be very strong against whatever Liquid is planning to do. It's good against Wyvern, like whenever you co-embrace the target, the Bloodseeker can just full out with blood, right? Okay, so let's see. Liquid might go for the Terrorblade. It's a very good laner against Nature's Prophet, and it's just something that is very comfortable right now. Newbee on the other hand, they decided to pick the Rubik. I think it acts as some sort of a deny pick as well, because Liquid is lacking GH heroes still, most likely, and Rubik is a very... Okay, I'm actually very confused now because usually they won't... Okay, so they pick Matumberman's Viper, right? And this VS, I don't think Miracle will be the VS player. So this Venge has to be a support or an offlane, which I find it very weird. So yeah, let's see how it goes on. But anyway, Newbee picks up the Rubik for himself. It's gonna be Faith playing it. Liquid has been playing this Viper twice against the game against Immortals earlier today. They pretty much dominated very hard on it. They go Veil on this Viper, and I think that's the build that Liquid is going to try, as in like try to make it into the meta where every Viper is going to start building Veil, like how Ember started out initially as a right click, then suddenly people figure out with their talents that he can be played as a spell based damage hero, and then people went Veil, Radiance, Mjolnir, Shivas and stuff. So yeah, Viper might be going towards that direction right now because of his changes to Nether Toxin. Okay, so Newbee, they picked up the Brewmaster, and that's very interesting. So who's playing this brew? Is that a mid brew on SCCC? Because I'm pretty sure Nature's Prophet is going to be KP playing it, right? It looks like a mid brew. I think it's a very good laner against Viper, that's why. It's not the best, but he has the evasion as well as the drunken haste to make the Viper miss, so it's one of the stronger laners against Viper.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Right now Newbee has very good teamfight control in the Spirit Breaker as well as Brewmaster. They also have the instant leaf from Rubik and whatever spells he steals. The only worry I have is now that Liquid pick up this PA, they don't have much answers to him. Against a PA, you either want a lot of magical burst damage or you want a lot of control on your team. They have some decent control, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. They don't have the damage. Look at the damage. They don't have any damage against PA. They are all almost mainly physical, a bit of Clap, Fate Bolt and stuff. But once PA gets a bit tankier, and even he gets BKB, they don't really have an answer for him. And it's gonna be Miracle's PA, he's just gonna go ham. He's probably gonna want to hit the Rubik. And Newbee, they ban away the Magnus just as a response to this PA, expecting the potential for Mind Control's Magnus and position. I would say there's gonna be a position for GH Vengeful Spirit, or maybe it's gonna be a Kuroki's Vengeful and a GH Winter Ivan. Depending on who's more comfortable with which hero, I think it's not gonna make much difference. I think if the lane matchups allow, Liquid might still switch it up and put this Venge on Mind Control. They can put it into a semi-core role. Liquid with 30 seconds left, they are on their final ban. Newbee is lacking a hero for Mugi, I would say. They're gonna need a very late game call for Mugi right now. I would suggest Terrorblade, but PA is really strong if he can find the real Terrorblade and he can just burst him down. Terrorblade is very good against the line of Liquid. Less the Winter Ivan. Winter Ivan actually crushes Terrorblade, so that's going to be very unlikely. And Liquid is running out of reserve time. Instead they ban out the Lifestealer. I think they probably can't think of any potential hero that is bad against their lineup, so they just go for like the hero that they are most afraid of, which I don't think is much of a problem in any way, the Lifestealer. I feel that they are still going to dominate this game regardless.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see what Mugi's hero is going to be.
Turn to pick.
And we actually see an X from Mind Control. Okay, so Liquid's lineup currently lack Lockdown and X is a very good hero. And with the X, it also allows them to Liquid to actually burst down Brewmaster before he gets off his ulti. If he can get the call with PA jumping on top of him, Newbee actually don't have much defensive potential to protect this Brewmaster. They probably can charge the Spirit Breaker through to create some space. But if they can burst out Brewmaster before he gets off his ulti, then the fight is gonna be super terrible for Newbee. The Newbee actually go for the last strike. So they are trying to choose the magical damage route to deal with this PA, but last strike is so squishy, it's just gonna get burst down by PA from far, like his dagger into a blink strike, and I'm not sure if the left strike can actually withstand that damage. It's a very strong laner against X, yes, one thing. But I think Liquid will just play around with their lanes again. They might even put X against the Brewmaster just for the favorable matchup, and then they'll play around their lanes. Cause what happened in the last game was they also put Mind Control in the mid on their next assassin. So yeah, I really don't like Newbee's lineup at all. I think they're way too squishy on the side of
10 seconds
against a hero like PA. They're really way too squishy. PA, once he gets his BKB,
5 seconds
there's almost no answer to him. They're probably just banking on the fact of the magical damage from Mugi as well as the Diabolic Edict doing physical damage to PA. Oh, this is such a bad draft by Newbee in my opinion. I think Liquid is just gonna crush this. PA is gonna have such a good game and he's just gonna dominate. If they somehow can shut down Miracle in the lanes and make him underfarm, maybe like put him on the 5th to 6th net worth come mid game, maybe they have a chance, but I don't think Liquid is gonna let that happen. Okay, I'm definitely gonna, if I'm betting on this game, which I'm not, but I'm just saying like in a very exaggerated manner, I'm going to all in onto Liquid. I think they have a very strong draft. That's all from me for game 2 of Liquid versus Newbee. This might be the last game of the day if Liquid dominates as I expected. But if somehow Newbee manages a win here, then I'll come back for game 3. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching guys, and let me know what you think in the comments below. And please subscribe to my channel as well as like my video so I know that you guys are actually appreciating and liking what I do. It's actually getting a bit difficult to consistently do this and not know whether people are liking what I do. So please, if you really enjoy it and if you really like what I do, if you are watching my videos, please let me know so that it's a form of motivation to keep me going. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Bye.